Hey guys, Bert here. So, finally got my wedding reception all taken care of, and I'm able to get back to all my big projects. Thank God, because I need projects to keep me busy or I would lose my freaking mind. So, last project we were working on, for the people. Now, obviously, it was all white last time you guys saw it, and I hadn't really done a whole lot of detailing to it or cleaning up. However, I finally have. And without further ado, I give you the For the People legendary auto rifle from Destiny. And I gotta say, this thing is totally badass. I freaking love this thing. It is so cool. I'm in love with it. I am totally in love with it. I mean, it's just got that nice, it's got such a nice feel to it. You just want to, I mean, I really wish it was real. Not that it, there are plenty of things in the real world that are like this, but this just feels awesome. Because, I mean, the fact that I've killed so many things in the game with this, and I know there's a lot of better guns, but I really like this gun nonetheless. Just feels really cool, and it's got a lot of really nice, intricate, work on it. And I'll go ahead and give you guys a close zoom up of it here, and I mean you can see that there's a lot of really nice, rich detail on it. And from back to front, I mean it's very nice. Go in there and you can see there's actual detail there. This isn't just one solid piece. There are recesses, and it's very, very, very nice. And we go ahead and we look at the other side. And you can see a lot of very rich detail. Very, very aesthetically pleasing, at least for me. I find it to be very pleasing. I am going to put a little piece of I'll probably print a piece of like not laminate, vinyl or something and put it in here. That'll have like an ammo reticule. I haven't finished that up yet, but did a lot of distressing look on it just to give it that weathered, worn feel. Because I can tell you what, as I've said, if you're playing Destiny, you're getting shot at, you're getting killed, you're getting blown up, stepped on, run over, anything. So your guns, they're not going to look perfect. They're not going to look great. And one of the things with Destiny is they make everything look, a lot of times when you see your equipment, that it always looks pristine. I can understand that from an artistic standpoint, but from a realistic standpoint, your gear is going to look like shit, just straight up shit. And that's why we've got this, and I love it. I mean, this thing is really, really, really cool. I mean, there's a lot of pieces in here. If you look, I mean, this is all separated. And this actually folds up and flexes to bend with it. It just gives it a little bit more strength and rigidity because it's almost like a spring. But I mean, it's very durable. It's very light nonetheless. Overall, if I was to work making this from beginning to end for the amount of time that I invested in it, a week probably. But nonetheless, I mean, now mind you, that'd be a lot of time. Nonetheless, it'd probably take me a week to print it and about 2 days, 3 days to paint it. Obviously, you want to wait a while for this stuff to dry because this stuff puts off some serious fumes depending on what you use, and some of the stuff that I use will make you quite a bit. So you don't want to be breathing it in. So I usually set it out on the shop floor and let it dry for like 2 or 3 days, and then I do the next coat. So it's got 4 coats of black primer filler, the coat of the red, and then 2 coats of the blue. And then what I did is I just took some gunmetal Craft Smart acrylic that I got from the local craft store, and then sandpaper. Now what you do is you just put this, put the glue on the sandpaper, and then you go and you brush it. What that does is that actually indents the plastic and then adds the paint. So it gives you a really good distressed look. Okay, so the metal's been chipped away, or the paint's been chipped away, and then there's metal underneath, and then you can also see the lining with it, and it works brilliantly. And I see people do this a lot whenever they're distressing. I actually learned that from Adam Savage from Mythbusters. But nonetheless, it works really good. And for up here, I just went ahead and I put the scope from the Pocket Infinity, which I happen to really like the scope from Pocket Infinity simply because you don't have to be very accurate with it. As long as you get whatever you're shooting at generally in front of you, you're going to be fine. And given that any of us who have used an auto rifle, there's like one that I can think of that I don't use anymore that was actually accurate at a distance, and most auto rifles are just kind of, you got to get up close and you spray and pray. So really, if whatever I'm aiming at is, you know, somewhere within this, you know, that area of view, I should be just fine for the most part. But I gotta say, it feels so cool to be able to have taken the gun that saved my butt so many times in the game and was so fun to use and to be able to hold it. I just love this thing. I mean, it looks awesome. It feels awesome. I really like it. It's going to definitely go up on the rack. We are building a much larger weapon rack than the one I've got sitting over here. Unfortunately, my apartment and the shop outside is not as big as we would like, so we're actually getting a bigger one. So please stay tuned in the next couple of months. We will be moving into somewhere bigger, hopefully, provided everything works out with that. And you know, we're doing everything we can here at the channel to keep the videos going up. Working full-time and being salary is, you know, very difficult whenever you want to make a YouTube channel because you have to have free time. And when you're as busy as I am, free time, unfortunately, is not as plentiful as we would like. Now, I can tell you we are going to be doing our new comedy channel review, or not review, but new comedy channel. And we're going to start with No Man's Sky for the PC. Now, I'm a super big fan of No Man's Sky just because it looks so amazing. And I'm a big fan of the super code that they've used for it. I've actually seen a bit of it, and I don't even know how in the hell anybody came up with that. It doesn't even look like something that was capable of any kind of computer on this planet to come up with that kind of a code. However, somebody clearly smarter than me did. So I'm going to be super psyched to play it. I'm hoping you guys are going to be excited and enjoy the videos that we'll be putting up of that here sometime in the very near future. But until then, we're definitely working on other projects. I have the Maddock from Mass Effect, you know, printed, and we're cleaning it up. It's got a lot of burrs on it, and it needs a good detail, so we'll go off with that. And I've got a whole bunch of really small guns and projects and that kind of stuff from other stuff that I 3D printed that I don't do a lot of reviews on, and my wife suggested, well, why don't you do reviews on those? I'm sure people would love to see them, even though they're not, you know, big, awesome, hunking guns. They're still really cool, and they're kind of like knickknacks. So we might be giving some of those away here for channel things, just to be, you know, say thanks to everybody, because we actually just hit 41 subscribers, and I know for a lot of people that is a joke, but hey, you know what? I do this for fun. I do it because I like it, and I do it because it's something that I, you know, want to try to do. But hey, as long as you enjoy what you do, guys, that's all that matters. And this is something I definitely enjoy, and I hope you guys do too. So don't forget to hit that favorite and like button. Please subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. We'd love to see new people joining our community. And hopefully we'll see you guys again in a couple of days here once we get our first video from No Man's Sky up. And we really look forward to hearing back from you guys. If you have any questions or comments, or you need anything, you know, questions on 3D printing, please feel free to reach out to me. I usually get back to people within a day or two. I've had a lot of people send me emails recently about getting the Doom helmet and having a Praetor suit made. And so we'll see about helping out those folks. But until next time, guys, I'm Bert from Pixel Armory. Boom!